Good afternoon from the hot and sweaty south of the United States, Georgia. Welcome to day 41 of our second annual WSOP Daily Spaces coverage. I'm Sherry Pluskota. Donna won't be with us today. She's having a birthday weekend with some of the family, and so she will not be with us today. And Brian, I'm sure, will get here eventually unless he's chosen to sleep in because he's tired from playing the main event yesterday. All understandable. Many thanks to our sponsors, Elevated Results. If you need a tailor-made workout plan to help you lose weight or gain weight, Elevated Results can design that plan. Follow them on Twitter and check out their website at elevatedresultspt.com. Please be reminded that the recordings of our past spaces can be found on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. Hopefully, the rest of those will get uploaded today or tomorrow. I'm up to day 33. Unfortunately, I didn't have good internet in Vegas, so kind of fell behind on that. But we are definitely getting caught up on that YouTube channel, Sherry Pluskota 9212. Please subscribe and like. Want to give a little shout out to Stephanie. She sent me some information about those that played the main event from the spaces, so we'll get to that in a minute. Until then, I'm going to go around town and talk about the winners. Over at Resorts World, Aaron Gardner took home Saturday's $300 Summer Series event for $8,049. Lynn I think it's Zoe, took home $5,737 for taking the trophy on the Thursday $200 nightcap. Over at the Wynn, Javier Fergario took home $98,000 for winning the July 5th $1,100 buy-in no limit tournament. Over at the Aria, event number 37 was won by Tomoyaki Yoshiminga, I think is how you say his last name. He took home the $94,000 for winning the daily $800 no limit tournament. Congratulations to all those winners. And let's not forget Art Peacock, who won the main event over the MGM Moneymaker tournament. This was the largest prize pool for a Moneymaker Tour main event, so they were all excited about breaking that record. They had 433 entries, 2.1 million in prize pool, and Art took home $358,000 for his hard work playing that tournament. So exciting news for those people working hard and taking home some big dollars from those tournaments. It's always fun to celebrate the winners around town. Let's talk about, hold on a second. 1 minute, I'm getting it. There's Brian. I'm getting another text message, so my phone goes a little crazy. Anyway, we're going to move on as soon as Brian gets up here. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm great. Every time I play the main event, after day one, regardless of what happens, I say, I'm never playing this tournament again.
And we all know you're lying, but we're going to get into all that in just a minute. I want to get through some of this business and just check it off our list so we could just go nilly-willy with the rest of this fun stuff we want to talk about. So today over at the WSOP, day 41, the bracelet event schedule is as follows. 12 p.m. is a 10K main event, day 2 for A, B, and C. 12 p.m. is the $1,500 8-game 6 max day 1. 1 p.m. is the $400 online Colossus day 1C. 2 p.m. is the $600 no limit ultra stack day 1. 3 p.m. is the $1,000 No Limit Freeze Out Day 2. 4 p.m. is the $400 Colossus Day 1 Turbo. At 4 p.m. is the $1,000 Mystery Bounty Online. At 6:30 is the $400 Colossus Day 2 Online. The landmark schedule for today, 8 a.m. is $1,100 Turbo Landmark. At 8 a.m. is $145 Turbo Step into the 1 p.m. $1,100 Landmark. At 10 a.m. is the $580 Landmark. At 1 p.m. is the $1,100 Landmark. At 2 p.m. is a $260 Turbo Step into the 7 p.m. $2,200 Landmark. At 4 p.m. is the $580 Landmark, and at 7 p.m. is the $2,200 Landmark. The non-bracelet events for today at the World Series Poker are as follows. 1 p.m. is the $250 No Limit Deep Stack. At 2 p.m. is the $240 Landmark for the 2000 in chips. 4 p.m. is the $400 No Limit Deep Stack Turbo. 8 p.m. is a $200 Deep Stack Turbo. 10 p.m. is the $135 No Limit Landmark for 1000 in chips. Please be reminded that the first tournaments they get rid of because they need the dealers in the space are typically this non-bracelet schedule. So definitely be checking Kevin Matt's Twitter account or the WSOP Twitter accounts to make sure a tournament that you want to play, one of these smaller landmark tournaments, deep stack tournaments, are not canceled because they need the space, the tables, and the dealers. So just a little FYI there, because we certainly don't want you planning to play a tournament that's already been canceled. Uh, as of this moment, I know of no cancellations today, but they are kind of on the fly. So you definitely want to check those Twitter accounts out that I mentioned for the most updated information. Brian, did you want to talk about the Wynn and the Venetian?
No, I don't have it, Sherry. I'm not in front of the computer.
Okay, so over at the Venetian today at 11:10 is the $1,100 Ultimate Bounty Tournament, 200K guarantee. Starts at 11:10. Over at the Aria is the 11 o'clock $800 Mystery Bounty, 200,000 guarantee. Over at the Wynn is the at 12 noon is the No Limit Day 1A $500 buy-in. There are 10 seats. So that must, I don't know what type of satellite or milestone that is, but that is day 1A $500 guaranteeing 10 seats. 1900 hours is a milestone satellite, $2,200 buy-in, $2 million guarantee. And that is over at the Wynn today. Over at the MGM, and their series is coming to an end. Tomorrow will be their last day. So today they have an 11 o'clock $300 buy-in grand stack tournament, 25K guarantee. And at 6 p.m. is a $240 double green chip bounty tournament with a 10K guarantee. Tomorrow is their last day of the series, and it has an 11 o'clock tournament, a grand stack, $300 buy-in, 25K guarantee. At 6 p.m., again, is their double green chip bounty with a 10K guarantee, $240 buy-in over at the MGM. Over at the Orleans today at 11 o'clock is the Sunday special, 60K guarantee, $200 buy-in. At 1,800 hours at the Orleans is a super stack, 20K guarantee, $200 buy-in. Let me pull up our friends over at the Sahara and at South Point. So at South Point today is what day? Sunday, right? Okay, 11:05 a.m. is a $100 no limit tournament with a 10K guarantee. At 2:05, $100 buy-in turbo, 3K guarantee. 6:05 p.m. is a $150 buy-in, $50 bounties, 10K guarantee. At 10:05 is a $100 turbo with a 2K guarantee. That's what's happening over at South Point. Now at Sahara today, they have a 12 noon $75 buy-in, no limit bounty tournament, and those are going to be $25 bounties. At 4:30 is a $75 Omaha tournament, $500 guarantee, and at 8:05 is a $60 Crazy Pineapple tournament, which of course we played last week after our meetup game, cash game. Lots of fun over at the Sahara. Of course, the Nuggets big series ended, but they have some other things going on. Sunday, which is today, at 11 a.m., is a $700 buy in. Deuce to 7 triple draw tournament starts at 11. And then at 8 p.m. is a $150 no limit nightly. That's over at the Golden Nugget. So that's what's going on around town. Now let's get to the WSOP and the main event. Brian, tell us all about your day.
It was great. Great day. Got a mini Phil Hellmuth Jr. rant from somebody. And then I actually did my final vlog update from the table and gave my thoughts on each player.
I'm
So
sure they love that.
that was fun.
So why did somebody rant at you? What happened that got caused you to get a rant?
People are overly careful on day one. And so they make a bet and they think that you're going to be overly careful. And I'm just not going to fold and leave my chips in the middle because you know, min bet the flop. So, um, so I got there. And um, especially when you show some weakness too on the turn. Maybe I can't remember the exact hand, but I got there and he wasn't happy about it. Because I'm gonna make you pay on the river if I do get there, and that's what generally happened. So yeah, so it was really kind of like just grinding, honestly. Like
Did you
I'm
always have more than your starting stack, or did you fluctuate, or did you just keep climbing high?
Yeah, the lowest I got was like 58,000 early, and I just couldn't crack 100, I don't think, hardly. Like, and so end of day, I have like 100K, and we're like on the last hand, and I pick up King Queen, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna pass. I'm just done with today. Um, the thing people don't realize is just how deep you are. And, this whole thing, everybody sits there and worries about what if I get like aces versus kings first hand? And it's like, first off, anybody that's willing to stick their their um their stack in first hand, um I mean, I'm not calling off with kings first hand of the main event with, like pre-flop.
Well, there's so much more to think about than a stupid first hand with aces and kings, right? You just play it like any other tournament, other than you have long blind sessions, right? You have hour long blind, 2 hour long blinds. And so you just have to grind and sit on your hands, so to speak. But if you're not playing your big hands like you're supposed to, then you're in the wrong tournament. Like,
Yeah, like
you just got to play it like any other tournament.
the same guy that was berating me. Which what's funny is I was talking to my buddy after the tournament, and he comes walking up. It's like one of his buddies too, so it was a little awkward. But he's telling me how terrible I am, but um like in level one, we get to a board of queen, queen, 4, 4, Sherry, and I make like a pot size bet, okay, with 4 high. Oh no, 5 high. Obviously, I didn't have a four. Queen, queen, 4, 4, and he flats with a queen. He's got queens full, and he just seriously flats the river. First off, guys, if you're playing the main event and you have queens full there, and you make a big bet on the river, and the guy like jams in, like, okay, he's got quads, maybe, like the pot's got like less than 5,000 in it, and you've got 60,000, and the person's, you make a $5,000 bet on the river, and the guy makes it, 55,000. Like, what universe does that happen? First off,
All right.
so like I'm never just calling behind there hoping you don't have quads. I mean, I get it if he's got a four, and he's got fours full of queens. It's like,
Right, right, right.
yeah, maybe, but even then I'm probably gonna bet something. The guy comes over the top, he's got a queen, probably, but how many times is he gonna call you with ace high? you know
Or
so
five high.
so I'm definitely never calling behind just in
Right,
case you have quads,
right, right,
you know,
right, right.
because you come over the top, the person then maybe they have ace high, you know, like so. The other interesting hand um, I had, I had pocket eights and the flops, 6 8, um, 6 8 10, whatever, um, and then I think I bet no, I checked. No, he checked, I checked. Um, I'm sorry. He bet 3,000. I called with a set of eights. The turn's a seven. He he checks. I decide whatever. He could be trapping. I'm figuring I hit. No, actually I bet. Oh no,
Yeah, he
he
can't
bet.
be chopping. He can't be
I'm
chopping with you. You
I'm
said
sorry.
eight's full of sevens.
No, no, no. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Anyway, by the end, he bets, right? He bets the turn. I call. The river fills in the straight. Okay. My brain is mush.
Okay, do you have a full house or not at this point?
I have no full house.
Okay, okay, go
We
ahead.
we're both, you know, I have a straight. There's a straight on the fucking board.
Okay,
And I'm irritated because I have this guy the whole fucking way.
all right,
So he checks to me. There's no fucking way he has a straight.
right.
There's like, you know, 20K in this pot. No, there's like, yeah, 20K in this pot. So I make it 25,000. He doesn't fucking have a straight. There's no universe he has a jack. And he like hems and haws and folds his pocket queen's face up. I like had him the whole way, obviously. So anyway, that was the interesting one. I won the pot with playing the board. So um
Nice, 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 nice. So you are going into day two with 100,000 in chips. And when is your day two? Tomorrow?
my day two is tomorrow. Yeah.
Awesome. Is that a 12 o'clock start or a 10 o'clock start?
I think they all start 12. What time does the day two start today, Sherry?
I just read it. I want to say it was 12, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
yeah,
12.
I think so too.
So, and for those of you that are here every day, you are getting value because I'll tell you, the biggest EV spot of the day was being in this space and hearing that they had a bathroom in the Poker Org Lounge. Like, do not tell
You're
you,
welcome.
everybody here is sworn to secrecy,
Exactly. Don't you
you
tell our
know,
secrets.
because fuck that. Like, a secret bathroom is worth like
Hell yeah.
$500 in EV.
Hell yeah.
Everybody else was stressing to figure out how to get to the bathroom on time. And I was going over there, having a juice, getting a drink, hanging out with Cairo. Like, we were just chilling. And these guys were fucking stressing in line, standing there the whole fucking bathroom. And I'm kicking it in the fucking lounge in the booth. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
Yep. You're
fuck
welcome.
them.
So, people, don't give away our secrets. Just use our secrets,
And
right?
I'm not, yeah, I'm not telling anybody.
I know you're
Zero
not.
people except for these people here.
I know. I know.
So
I know.
yeah, we're concealing that.
I know.
So
All right. I want to. Oh, go ahead.
luckily we have one more day of that lounge, and hopefully we'll be
Very
in day
nice.
3, and then we'll find a new secret restroom.
Very nice. Well, I know that day 2 starts today for some folks. So, Brad Nesser, Reno Grinder, and Raja. I don't know why it says Raja's playing today, but that's what Stephanie sent me. I don't understand why he would be playing today. I think that's a mistake, but I still
Who
read it out
who?
loud. Raja.
Yeah, no, he played. um
Yeah, but is he playing day 2 today?
yes, he played the
Oh,
end.
yeah,
He
because
was going to
A,
play.
B, C. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
got it. I
he
got it.
jumped in at the end
Yep,
of C
yep, yep,
and
yep.
did pretty well.
So good
So
luck to the 3 of them today. I also want to give a little nod to some folks that tried to play the main event, didn't have much luck, and they're already out. But good try, you guys. That's Flow Junkie, Chase, and Soeb. Good try, you guys. I'm sorry you're out. Also, I want to give a little shout out to Team Mizraki. All 4 of the brothers are in today too. Robert has 74K. Michael has just, I think, 100 less or 100 more than Robert at 74K. Eric has 109K, and DJ has 38K. So, congratulations to Team Maserati that they're all on today too.
but Sherry, there's something like 12 out of 15 who made it through from the spaces. So
Well,
that's,
we're going to talk about that too because I have that
yeah,
list. Um,
let's go.
do you have that list?
I don't. I
Oh,
don't.
yeah, I have that list, but I wanted to give a shout
Stephanie
out
was
to
tracking
those.
it, and I was trying to tell her to send it. Hopefully, I was telling her to send it to you, but I don't. I guess she probably didn't. But
Well, I did announce before you got here that she did send it to me.
oh,
So,
great! So she
uh,
heard me. Okay, great. That's so
so
nice of her.
yes, it is. So, Jeff Stillwagon is going on to day 2 with 107K. Of course, Real Grinder. Angela Jordanson has 130K. Mitch Hansen and Jerry Williams are part of Brad's WPT stream team. I don't know what their chip stack sizes are. Of course, Brian is moving on. Zach has 48K. Chirp has 57K. Of course, Jim at Rec Poker's moving on. I don't know his stack size. Karen's moving on with 43K. Ruben's moving on with 17K. Raja's moving on with 82K. Slay's moving on with 55K. Cody is moving on with 155,000. I'm not sure if Isaac, I'm going to pull you up, but if he had a chance to play yet. So he can update us in just a minute. And then our Ash Kardash has 12K. Mel Poo Dog has 106K. Kessler has 22K. Nikki P has 75K. So those are all of some of our favorites from Spaces. So quite a few folks are moving on to day 2. Let's fucking go.
And Rec Poker Gym has 30,500.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
I know
Appreciate it.
he was grinding all day, so
Yeah, he was. Isaac, give us an update on your main event. What are you doing? What'd you do or whatever?
I am actually going to be registering day 2 tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, looks like my starting stack's gonna be 60K.
Sweet.
congratulations on making day 2,
Way to
Isaac.
go, dude.
Thanks, folks. Yeah, I had no idea you could register late like that. That's pretty crazy. I thought if you missed day 1, that was it, and then yeah, the whole wired thing that I went through was like, oh no, fuck the world, and yeah, then that happens. I'm like, what? Let's fucking go.
Oh yeah, you were waiting for the wire to come through. That's sweet.
Here I am just chit chatting away with my microphone going off. Well, good job of making it to day 2. And a little shout out to Bathwater for buy-ins. Don't be trying to stir the pot, dude. Nobody was calling Bobby a liar. We were just saying that he changed his mind. So that is strike one, Bathwater for buy-ins. Strike one. Strike one. Go ahead, Fats. Welcome. Fats. Don't make us wait with dead space,
I
Fats.
think his Fats
Yeesh.
is testifying. What's up, Fats? Good morning.
He's testifying before the court of Omar.
Fats.
I have no idea what this thing is, by the way. This is no endorsement or hate towards anyone. I love all.
Yeah,
What,
I like that. That's very PC of you.
what are
Hey,
you
Yes,
talking
yes.
about, Pat? What are you talking about? What I just said?
No, I don't know.
Oh,
There's some kind of controversy that I keep seeing pop up on my feed about some bet or something. I have no idea. I wasn't there. I don't really care.
hey, but software, you
who
could
does
help
it
me out.
involve?
What?
I said you could
What?
help me out with something. What are the blinds at? What did the blinds leave
Four,
at when you?
four, and four, 400, 800.
Really? Fucking love
Yes,
this shit.
it's a long fucking tournament, Isaac.
I know. I
Fucking
was there last year, but I had no idea. Like, I couldn't remember. Like, what were the blinds that started day two?
the
Okay.
only thing that's miserable is if you end up on a day one table that wants to like just get it in. So I've been on tables where they're like 5xing
Right.
pre-flop like every hand, and you're like, are you fucking serious? But fortunately for me, I got on a decent table. Like the players were competent, which is actually a little bit better. They're not going to make the big mistake and punt their stack to you, but they're also not going to be sitting there 5xing and continuing for 10x, like on every flop. It's kind of
Right.
hard to play poker if every time you want to enter a pot, you've got to, call a 5x or even re-raise
Yeah,
a
I
5x
hate that shit.
raise.
I hate that shit. That happened to me at the LA Poker Classic. I signed up and I was like late for that. So I think I went in with like 50 big blinds, which is kind of like a rule of mine. I don't usually like to start big tournaments with 50 big blinds, but sometimes you just have to, right?
Right
Right.
on.
And yeah, I hit a table with nothing but assholes. Everybody, five,
Oh,
10,
sorry.
fucking, yeah.
Sorry. Little shout out to Bathwater for buy-ins. Just posted in our chat. Ari Engel, a favorite of Spaces and mine and Brian's, is still in it to win it. He's moving on to day two with 209K in his bag in the
Okay,
main
let's
event.
correct that though, Sherry. Ari Engel during the main event is not a favorite of Brian's because he freaking is a beast. And with 200,000 chips, we're hoping he gets a different table than ours because I don't know. Or it may be that him and I are going to go to war. One of the two,
Well,
because
let's just
I
meet him
I
at the final
definitely
table.
I definitely owe Mr. Engel a wallop.
Uh,
Like you cannot make a mistake in a pot with him. Like not one blink wrong, not one bet wrong, not one anything wrong. If you're in a pot with Ari, you're gonna need to be on your toes and ready to go. So
You want to
it,
tell people why you're so salty? Tell us the story.
well, yeah, Ari ended up to my left one day in the main one year, and the fucking guy, I say that with love, uh,
Absolutely.
re-raised or raised every single pot that I was in like the entire day. And software was like just never hitting any flops. And Ari was instantly putting pressure on every single situation. I don't think Sherry, we probably played like 50 pots that day, and I probably lost like 55 of them, like it was just brutal.
Ouch. Well, understandably, why you say what you say about him being your competition this main event. But you know what? It'll make for a hell of a final table, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, we make the final table, all bets are off. I mean, we're just gonna be ICM torching it if we need to, just to beat Mr. Angle.
Hey, Kathy Chang, give me a thumbs up if you're going on to day 2 in the main event, please, ma'am. Thumbs up if you're moving on to day 2. I don't even know if you played it, but I'm just asking because there's so many in it still that it's hard to keep up with everyone. Let me see if I can look at her profile and see if she posted anything. She was having a good run. I think it was over at the Orleans the other day. Yeah, she came in 12th place in the Orleans tournament. It doesn't say if she's in the main event. So if you want to come up and let us know, we would love to hear from you. For sure. We
It's
always
so
like the
nice of
updates.
Matt Savage to join us every day. I know he's not a big fan of the World Series of Poker. It's not his thing, but man, like, so nice of him.
Do you see him in this room right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
You don't
see
see
him.
him?
No. That
He's in here
is
every
so
day.
weird. I'm sorry,
No,
Matt.
that
I don't see
happens.
him.
Some of us have a delayed feed. Like I won't see certain people either. Right now, I don't see him in here. So
You don't
it's
see him? Right
No.
there.
I
He's
don't.
at the
I
bottom.
don't.
He's always at the bottom there. The bathwaters for dummies. Or, oh,
Oh,
sorry.
Jesus
Bathwaters for
Christ.
blind.
That's
He's
hilarious.
fucking with us. I should have known better. I'm like, I'm the host. I should be able to see everybody in the goo. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, I love it.
And shout out to Jennifer Tilly down there in the goo.
I
So
love it. I love it. Okay, I want to give a little update on event number 82 at the WSOP. It's a $1,000 no limit freeze out. There's 1.2 million in the prize pool. There were 1,424 entries, 214 remain, and our chip leader is Dan Olson. He has 677,000, and I think it's 10 G Zon has 538,000 and Chance Corinth has 501,000. Some notables: Jessica Anderson from the US has 302K, Sammy Farhar has 190K, Dara O'Kearney has 45,000, and Shannon Shore has 35K. So that is event number 82 at the WSOP. Now let's talk about event number 81, which is the WSOP main event. Our chip leader coming out of 1D yesterday was John McDonald. He had 496,000. Scott Stewart came out of that flight with 370K. You may remember Scott took 13th place in the 2017 main event for 535,000. So he's in second place as far as chip stacks for Flight 1D yesterday. Some notables: Maria Konnikova has 74K. Defending champ Daniel Wyman has 55K. Of course, we already talked about Ari Engel. Matt Berkey has 155K. Jessica Verling has 147. Some that have been sent to the rail: Vanessa Kay, Dan Seapole, and Dirty Diaper Man himself, Nicholas Rigby, lost with his jacks. They were the third best in the hand, beat by pocket queens and pocket tens. And I don't know how many times I have to say, fucking fold those stupid pocket jacks. They're no good for you. They're no good for your opponents. But anyway, at the bottom of the heap of day 1D chip stacks, because I like to root for the underdogs. There are 6 people tied for the bottom spot of chip stacks coming out of flight 1D. They all have 34,500 in chips, which, hey, that's a little bit more than half the starting stack. Jason Shellum, David Hales, Michael Meehan, Alex Queen, Todd Wilson, and David Krauser all in it to win it at the bottom of that heap. And just a little shout out for Donna, because I know she knows them. Benny Glazer has 36,000 left in his chip stack for the main event. So there you go. That's what's going on around the WSOP. Anything you want to bring up or comment about, Brian?
I don't know, like just gonna relax today, Sherry. Hang out, and we got to move hotels, so we're staying out here at Lake Las Vegas with Daniel Negreanu. So he's kicking us out.
Say hi to the puppies for me.
So I said that on a space last night, and I can't remember. I think it was Wolfie. He was like, "Wait, really? Like Negreanu? Like he's having you stay?" I'm like, yeah, totally, Wolfie. And can we
Uh,
get to a poker table really soon, my friend?
all right.
Right.
Kathy Chang sent me a DM saying she's not playing the main. So thank you for that update, Kathy. And look forward to hearing about more of your successes in the upcoming months. Good luck. Go ahead, Real Fats.
I'll tell you, Real Fats has been a disappointment today. He needs to unmute his microphone and get on here
Well,
or wake up.
we're gonna just let him go back down to the goo. Wasting my time.
He must be doing
He must be having technical
he
issues,
must be
honestly.
yeah, he must be doing sports betting Hall of Fame stuff over there, Sherry.
Yeah,
Not paying attention.
honestly, I think he's having issues with technology because I put him down as the listener in hopes that when he came back up, it would fix it, but obviously it didn't fix it. So I'm sure he's going out, coming back in, and we will wait patiently for him and see what he would
We're
like to
not
chat
waiting
about.
nothing. The show moves on.
Well, I didn't say
Fats
we
is
couldn't
out
move
of here.
on, but we will we will wait for him to come back. Are you
There
a
we go.
grumpy Misto? Are you grumpy this morning or what?
Yeah, there you go. Well, we got a day off. I'm gonna do some relaxation. First, we're gonna move hotels, and
Okay.
then we're gonna just hang out,
Are you
do
going on the
nothing.
strip or are you staying outside the strip?
I'm going near the strip, much
Okay.
closer.
Okay. Cool. How far
Yeah,
are you from it? From where you're at now, at the lake?
we're at Lake Las Vegas. Yeah, we're at
I don't know
the
how far
Hilton.
that is from the strip.
We're at the Hilton Lake Las Vegas this morning.
How far is that from the strip? I have no idea.
It's about a half hour.
Oh, pretty good distance.
It
Okay.
is beautiful over here. If you've
I'm
never been
sure.
here, you should come stay here sometime. It's very nice, but you got to make sure you have a rental car because an Uber
Yeah.
got to be
Outrageous.
50, $60,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, Fats. Third time's a charm. Are you there,
Can you
Fats?
hear me
There
now?
we go.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Are you sponsored by Verizon, Fats?
If so, get a new phone because it's not
Welcome
working too
to
good.
welcome to Fats. Welcome Fats, sponsored by the Fats segment is sponsored by Verizon.
So, a couple of things. We
Yeah.
had league night last night, the final week of the
Oh yeah. Who
regular
won it?
season, which started out with, of course, there was the bounty on me put out there by Sherry. And so, because of that, I drove Brandon
What a dirty trick.
crazy because the first two hands of the night, I shoved all in. And Brandon folded both times, and he was really upset. But the two hand or the first hand, I had King
Yeah,
six and the
pocket
flop.
nines.
I had King
No.
six and the flop came with two sixes. So when he bet, I shoved all in on him. And then very next hand, I had second hand of the night. I had pocket kings, and he raised, and I came out over the top of Mullen again, and he folded. And so that was the way
You're
the night.
welcome.
The
Hey,
night,
you're welcome.
yes. Except I was expecting to get called because of that, not get folded on twice. Um, but anyway, as the night went on, um, I did get to the final table. Um, the Now to get to first place, I was still 13 points behind Blitz. So in order to beat Blitz, he had he was still at the final table, so he had to go out sixth or worse. And then if he did that and I won, I could catch him in the standings.
Okay.
So my goal was I was laser focused on an opportunity to take him out before sixth. So finally, I get the opportunity. I have him covered, and he shoves all in. And all I have is 9-7 offsuit.
Aye.
And I said, well, I hope I got 2 live cards and get lucky, and I could take him out. And then it's just a matter of winning from there. And I call, and he's got like 2 overcards, and the flop comes 7-7.
Oh my God.
So I take out.
How bad were people?
So I take out Blitz, but I was only able to get to 4th. And the winner of the evening was Bobby Schmidt.
Bobby Schmidt.
Oh, good for
And
Bobby.
second place was Cush Train, but Cush did something that was unbelievable.
Congrats to Kush.
First of all, if Cush would have won, he would have knocked Balky out of the standings by 1 point to be in the top 12. But Bobby beat him. But what was the amazing thing about what Cush did was Cush had shoved all in earlier with pocket 7s, and I called him with pocket 9s. He had me covered. So I won the hand, and I left him with less than 11,000 in chips.
Wow.
And the big blind was 12,000. So I was the big blind the next hand. So
of course you were.
Was automatically up against him. He doubled up the next hand and went on to build his stack and finish second in the tournament.
Good for Kush. Good job, Bobby. Congrats. Hey, Snoop, come on up here. I want to talk to you about something, Snoop, if you can.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh my gosh! So that was a very exciting ending to the regular season of the Space Jam League. Very cool.
Yes, it was.
Very cool indeed. Well, I guess Snoop can't come up right now. So, all right, bud. Boo. It is okay. Well,
Mr.
that's
Snoop-a-loop.
Hats off to Hex and Doinky and Avi and Chase and Rob Kuhn for putting on that league that so many enjoyed. So congrats to them.
So Fats, what did you make there for 4th place?
Oh, the cash in for the week was not that much because it was really it was one of our smallest prize pools because a lot of people were playing in the WSOP yesterday. So so I cashed for maybe $200.
That's pretty good for a $33 investment.
$2 $33 investment.
Wow.
All the bad players were playing the main event, probably.
Hey, congratulations, Kush. I see you there in the goo.
There you go.
Nice finish, bud. 2nd place. Good for you.
Did Kush hear us talking about him or what?
He might have. He might have. That AI stuff.
Yeah, like Blesnik was doing trading cards on the stream, and now I've got a bunch of trading card friggin' posts in my Twitter feed. Which, by the way, if you're gonna fucking open up trading cards all day, don't bitch when somebody takes 20 seconds for their tournament life. Just shut your mouth. Like, honestly, I don't know the guy, but it was fucking tilting to watch.
Oh, I didn't see it. So he thought it was okay. He was privileged enough to sit there and open boxes.
It's actions on him, and he's talking about Jordan card and everything. Hi.
Yeah, not good. Not a good look. It's rude to the player that's in it to win it, right? Dismisses them.
And on the topic of artificial intelligence, by the way.
What group are you in then?
Go ahead, Fats.
On the topic of artificial intelligence, by the way,
You enjoy your breakfast.
I don't know if I've shared that with everybody that's in this room, but man, you guys got to stay away from that thing. That artificial intelligence is bad news. Stay away. Don't buy into it, because we all saw the movie Terminator. We know how it ends.
On the sidewall, okay?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Hey, Snoop, can you come up and chat, or what are you doing, Snoop?
What is up? I haven't talked to Snoop in so long. Man, that was so fun last year, Sherry.
I know.
When Snoop made that run in the World Series event. Oh, man.
I know.
I think I had more fun than he did. I was rounding up Poker News to come over and get his chip count and
so fun.
Interview him. I'm like, you got to interview this guy. He is the rising star in poker.
So fun.
And I mean, of course, they saw Snoop. They fully understood that I was correct. So, yeah.
So fun. Wait, I have a message. Oh, he said wait, today's Sunday, Snoop. What are you doing at the dentist on a Sunday? It must be an emergency. I'm sorry.
Oh,
yikes.
No. Either that or
that sounds all kinds of
making it up and he didn't realize what day it was.
Or you just called his ass down, Sherry. Oh, no.
I'm just saying he would come up here, but he says he's waiting in the waiting room of the dentist office. So it's Sunday. It's got to be disastrous.
He could be at church too.
Well, I'm just going by what he said, and why would I think otherwise? So there you go. There.
Yeah, I'm just teasing. Yeah. We hope you're all right, my friend, Mr. Snoop.
Absolutely. So Brian, you gonna go? What are you gonna do after you move hotels? You're gonna go over to the WSOP and rail people, or are you guys gonna go out and do some things in Vegas?
No. I am going nowhere near a poker table today. Although I'll say that and I'll be on the rail like, Sherry, hey, I'm on the rail. This fucking Isaac's up to 500K. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's so funny. We all say that, and then we're like, I'll go for a hike, and then you come back, shower. Oh, time to go watch somebody.
Yeah, the other night I dip in there with poor Abby. And those guys are 5-handed in the Colossus, just fucking obliterating ICM like you wouldn't believe. Like, I was crying tears of just dumb, and I'm like, Abby's like, no, I gotta help this poor friggin' moron that, for whatever reason, I walked up and his rail is like two guys that have no fucking clue, and they're trying to give him advice, and I'm just like, this guy's got the fucking spot of his life. So I tell this guy, so the guy to his left has 2 big blinds. He just lost with aces, has 2 big blinds, and he comes over the rail, this guy I'm trying to help, and I tell him, if you go out before this guy with 2 big blinds, I am going, you are, it cannot happen, whatever I fucking said. Right. You cannot go out before him.
Right.
So there's 5 left, and what place does he go out? 5th. Oh, I'm like, you are a fucking moron,
my God.
my friend. And the guy I was telling him not to go out before with 2 big blinds, he won the tournament.
He won it?
Hats off to him. Yep, he came back and won it, and
chip in a chair.
He was obviously the only non-donkey there, but they were calling.
You shut your mic off, dude. So they were calling what?
They were calling off like 20 bigs with queen 10 off and shit.
Was this a no limit?
Sherry.
A no limit tournament?
This was the end of the Colossus.
Oh wow!
Sherry. They were playing for $500,000. there was
Wow.
fifth place was like 100 and something. First place was $500,000.
Yeah, 555 if I remember correctly.
And yeah, and I'm just like, what in the fuck are you guys doing? Like,
I might have to go back and watch that live feed just
the
to see what the hell they really
I
were
don't
doing.
think there was, surprisingly, but like they just absolutely torched. They just, I mean, it did give me hope though, Sherry. I was like, if I can get to the end of the one of these low buy-in fields, like it's not all Daniel Negreanu, obviously,
Right.
you
Right.
know. So, I mean, I I've definitely navigated tables like that, and the idea that you could be playing for $500,000, like in a situation like that,
Not a bad
that's
proposition.
crazy. That's crazy. I know too that I can do what none of them were doing, which is obviously to understand the ICM spot, but like also, not play with any fear. Like
Right.
once I buy in, I just buy in. I'm in.
Right.
So although we'll see, like let's get down to the main event final table and we'll see, like we'll see if I can play without fear for, 10 million. $10 million would kind of be pretty interesting to see if you could play, just straight up no
You know
fear.
what?
I don't
What's
know.
even more interesting is railing 5% of that.
Yeah, that would, that would I, I mean, Sherry, just the fact that you guys got in there with like just on a stupid jackbox, just the fact that I bought into the main event,
I
like
love it so
that
much.
was a pretty long shot at the beginning of the
Come
summer.
on. I
So
love it. That's what dreams are
we'll
made
see.
of, Brian.
Yep,
That's
yep.
what dreams are made of. Come on.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully, hopefully we can fold our way to the money from here. You think so, Sherry?
You got to win a couple more hands. You need blinds.
One or two, one
Yeah,
or two.
you got to win a couple more
Day
hands.
2 is actually a pretty crucial day, because I mean, yes, it is and it isn't. Like obviously every day is like get through the day, because as long as you have chips, you have
Right.
a chance. But you know, if you're a short stack on day 3, you know, it's a very painful kind of
You got to
thing.
pray for luck on day 3 if you're a short stack.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you gotta just pray for cards,
That's right.
and
That's the luck of it. The
I
cards.
mean, the hard part is that I've literally been at tables in the main on day 3 where you're short, like I grinded 10 bigs 2 years in a row for like over a day, and then busted like 100 till the money or
Right.
so.
Right.
It's like it's so painful, to be in that spot where, every time you put chips in, you know, Kenny Tran, he was on my left one year, and every time I put a chip in the pot, I was playing for my
Right.
stack, like you're just like, you're not playing queen, you're not playing king jack, you're sitting there waiting for a hand that you can go with, and
100%.
and that is very fucking tough,
I told you
because
I told you
you
before,
get,
Brian, when I was playing the 2019 ladies event, I went into
yeah,
day 2. Now, day 1 was 12 hours long, right? Going to day 2, I am 10th from the bottom of chip stack sizes. I have like 11,500 in chips, and I show up for day 2, and I have Katie
yeah,
Lindsay, who is a ACR pro, lovely young lady married to Chris Mormon, and I sit down, and she is one of the chip leaders of the tournament. She has like 300,000, this huge wall of chips. And then you see right next to her little wall of chips, my little 11,500 in chips, right? And we were still like 100 away from the money. And I grinded that stack for like 6 hours. Not only got into the money, which was like around 125, I think 130, but I got down to 91st out of 968 people. And you know what? I was so happy. And you know what took me out? Stupid pocket jacks. But we won't talk about that right now. But you know, you do. You find yourself grinding sometimes, and sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. You just have to get yourself in a spot. The hard part is when you're really short and you're in that position, your hands aren't coming up often enough necessarily um, to double to a place where you have a stack to get your way back out of
Right.
that. And that's where you just end up in this really shitty cycle that's
And
painful.
I'm going to tell you, on day one, I
And
won with pocket jacks 5 or 6 times, and it was hilarious. And then on that hand I went out on, my opponents had ace 10 offsuit and ace king offsuit. And you know what? I like it, right? I'm like, I got it in good. You know, I'm good with that. And the flop comes out king, king, like 7 or 8 or 4 or something. I was like, wow. But you know what? I was good. I was so happy to not only get in the money, I made it sit, you know, like I grinded. Like that's where your knowledge base comes in to be able to grind. You know, I say, hey, you need the luck sometimes, but in that case, you need to know how to grind, right? And so it takes both things to win, but sometimes you need that luck to kick in at the right time.
oh, for sure, for sure. I mean, it's just that you're at a stage in the tournament where everybody else is sitting there super deep and able to play poker, and you're just like, you know, hammered
Yep.
down. So
Yep.
um yeah, it's a tough grind. So hopefully we can build a stack, go into day three, and not have to play like that.
Amen,
So
brother. Well, that's exciting, and I can't wait to hear from those that are playing day two today and see who grinds it up for day three. And then Brian's going to play tomorrow and grind it up for day three. Looking forward to hearing all about it.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
All right, Fat, you have anything else you'd like to bring up or chat about?
No, I think I'm all right.
All right, good chat with you. I was going to say chat. Chat with you, Fats. Oh, Brian, anything else you'd like to bring?
I'll be um I got to watch Vegas Vacation last night at 3 in the morning. So I thought that was like some run good
I
there.
love that.
Got back, that was on. And mom decides to turn it off and took me like 5 minutes to go find it. So we usually do not share rooms here for that kind of
Yeah.
reason. But I don't
What?
know.
Hey,
We got a main event buy-in and we were trying to save a little money, Sherry.
well, then
So
that's everything's. And you know what? She probably enjoys being with you. And what did she do while you played the main event yesterday?
well, she likes to go on vacation and do the same thing she does at home, which is sit in the room and do nothing.
Okay. Okay. Well,
so,
that's.
so she was perfectly content. And, the other thing too cool here is I have Hilton Diamond. So I was like, there's a bunch of money on here for you and I. And you're the only one that's going to eat it,
Right.
for the food. So they used to give you like, you could come down and get breakfast. Now a lot of them give you, like 30-40 bucks a day. I'm like, go eat at
Hell
the
yeah, use
restaurant
it
and
up.
hang out. So
Hell yeah. For
yeah, so
sure.
use that money up and we'll go from there. So
Awesome. Well, I know she enjoys spending some time with you, Brian, and sometimes it's on us, as their child still, no matter how old you are, right? But you know what? You
yeah,
cherish those moments no matter what.
yeah, for sure. So yeah, I found my picture here, Sherry, in the pictures, so from yesterday.
Oh, good. I
So
hope you post it.
that's so nice. Like get a like nice quality picture.
Well, I'm going to brag for a minute. Um, I built a website with my pictures on it, so poker players can go on there and download them. And there's a little backstory to that, but I'm not going to get into it right now, because that was not my intent at all until I was approached by somebody in a very rude manner. And I was like, fuck you. I'm just going to go build my website. So instead of helping you out, I'll just build my website. And I'm going to tell you something. I lose hundreds of dollars on it every year because I have to pay for my domain, my name, whatever, the website, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I will have that website up for a few more years unless I decide to go take more pictures than a few years after that. But anyway, and on my website, you can go on and download any picture I've taken for free. And but if you want to use it for business purposes, of course, you have to buy the rights to it. And let me tell you, I want to say I don't even remember what the price is, but it's so cheap. You'll it's funny. And that's because I don't take pictures to make money. I take pictures because I enjoy taking pictures. And so I was very excited a few months ago when Poker Org and Haley and all those that are involved with taking photos at the different series around the country and the world started to post that you could go on their website and download the pictures they took of you for free. And I feel like I kind of set that precedence because up until me doing it, everyone else charged big money to get your pictures. And so I am very excited that they are giving away their photos. And of course, if you use them for business purposes, you have to pay their licensing or whatever they are charging to release those photos for business purposes. But I would like to say that me setting precedents has led to Brian to being able to go online and download his photos. And that makes me so happy. You have no idea.
Yeah, it's really super like I would always pay at the WSOP with um I can't remember what his name is,
Yeah, we don't need to mention his name, but
but
he did.
Jane would come by and take my photos, and I didn't mind them. Like the thing is, it really was kind of irritating, Sherry. The commercial version was sure expensive, but the I'm going to use it for my own social media. They wanted like, I don't know, $20 or something like that for the photo. And if I'm going to use it in a vlog or something, I'm certainly willing to pay $20
Right.
for it. And then two, like paying for it, then it assured me that I was always going to get my picture taken in an event,
Absolutely.
which it was super nice. My dad thought I was big time then.
Well, and I'm going to tell you
So he's
something.
like, look at this on Poker News, Brian. He'd always send
For
it to me.
me, it was just I
So
enjoy taking pictures. I've given my pictures away my entire life. I've done weddings for people, birthday parties, christenings, communions. I've never charged a penny. And guess what? Back in the day when we printed pictures, I would not only take your pictures for you, but I would print them and give you the prints of the pictures I took free of charge because it just brought me great joy to see the joy in
yeah,
those that are enjoying my pictures. And like, if anybody listened to me back in I know there's some folks that come in my space that used to listen to me on Flophouse Radio. And I would always say, nothing makes me happier than to see somebody that has one of the pictures I took as their profile picture. Why? Because most people, especially females, do not like pictures of themselves. So if they like a picture that I took of them enough to make it their profile picture, it must be a good picture. So it is very
sure.
flattering to me, and it's such an honor that they made it their profile picture. And so that's where I'm at with all that. So I'm very
Well,
excited they're giving pictures away.
one of the craziest, Sherry, was the year I was on the feature table, I was like, I didn't even think to get a picture because I'm like, of course they take pictures at the feature
Right.
table, like you're on ESPN and
Right.
everything. And they didn't take one picture. I was like, no, there's like no
Oh.
pictures of the feature table. I'm like, that
Right.
sucks. So I think I took a screen grab for a long time, and that was good enough. But yeah, pretty crazy. The thing is, like, you do these things for people and then they turn ugly sometimes, and you're just like, okay, fine. It's I had with the soccer. I used to pay a guy to come film the
Right.
games, and I would put them on YouTube, under a thing for the team. And then I found out the parents were like analyzing the play of my kid and
Oh.
talking shit. And I was like, password
Oh.
protect, fuck you all.
That's so
It's like,
disgusting. People suck.
well, well, you were in an individual sport, luckily, so I don't know if you know,
Oh
but
no, we
like,
did team sports, and let me tell you, in the world of tennis, there's a
yeah,
lot of cutthroat. Trust me.
a-hole
Oh
parents.
yes.
We had a lady, not to change the topic of poker, but we had a lady. She was dying of cancer, unfortunately, Sherry, and her 10-year-old daughter was the goalie, whose mind wasn't totally on
Right.
soccer,
Right.
and these parents were standing behind the goal talking shit about her where she could hear.
Oh,
And I'm just like, what the fuck are you think, like 10-year-old little girl? Like, what kind of terrible asshole person do you have to be to
unbelievable.
talk shit about a 10-year-old girl whose mom is dying? Like,
Unbelievable.
yeah. Yeah, these same people, Sherry, they speak, a lot of times they would speak in Spanish because they didn't think people understood Spanish. And so my wife went 2 years without telling them because she's white. They had no idea she speaks fluent Spanish. And I see the dad, like a year after this, we were done with them, and another dad says, how's it going? And I said, pretty good. I said, you know what's funny? I said, all these parents that talk shit in Spanish, and I look right at the dad whose wife was doing it, about little girls that are 10 years old. And they never knew that my wife speaks fluent Spanish and knows every fucking thing they said. And I'm looking straight at him. Speaking of which, kind of similar last night, saw Men the Master in the hallway. Decided to tell him very loudly that he's a fucking cheater
Ryan.
and an asshole.
Ryan.
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan, I'm so surprised. Did you record it?
Oh, I should have,
Come
huh?
on, dude.
I should have been all nice. Hey, man, the master, let me get you on the vlog. Hey, guys, this is Men the Vet Master. He's a fucking
Oh my
cheater.
God,
And
Ryan, you called him out
man,
in the
have you
hallway?
angled anybody? Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
fully,
God.
fully.
You better
Yeah,
ask for
it
forgiveness at
was.
church today.
That is probably true, Sherry. Not the most Christian thing to do.
Jesus, Brian. Oh my God.
I struggle, Sherry,
Oh my God.
sometimes.
That's just hilarious, but I wish you would have videoed it so we could have all enjoyed it.
That would have been that would have been GTO
Oh
vlogging.
shit, I'm going to hell myself for that one.
Poppy would have totally been in there. How cool was that for Poppy to show up and play
Oh,
the
the meetup game.
freaking meetup game
Yeah,
and just having
I've known
fun?
him for
That's the first time I've hung out with Joey.
I've known him for years, and I knew ahead of time he was going to come for a while, but he was supposed to only stay for a little bit, but he stayed for the whole cash game, which was so cool.
And he was playing good. He was playing, having fun, and I mean, he it was a lot of fun to hang out with him.
He's
So
such a neat guy. Like he really is just such a neat guy, and he's such a hard
what a fun
worker.
week. I mean, Cody getting to play 200, 400 with a bunch of NBA players, um and freaking wins a 60K pot, gets back in the main event, late regs, and I think he's got 140,000 going into day
Right.
2. Got the day off today.
So he could rest today
The
and get all ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got to manage that, like that
Absolutely.
whole just like energy level thing. He's got a whole, I mean, Sherry, like last year, he I think he passed out on day 3,
Right. Right.
so
Right.
he was he was yeah, he was in there, but yeah, I think they were nearing the money bubble and he passed out, right? Wasn't it right around the money
Or right
bubble?
after.
Right
Yeah,
after,
one or
yeah.
the
And
other.
he's just like face plants, goes in the back, throws some water on his face, and gets back out there. Like
What a truther.
I'm praying for his health. Abby and I prayed with him and his family the other night. And he's so funny. He texts me. He's like, that prayer Abby gave, and I was like,
Oh,
I'm not. It's cool. Like, no guarantees though. Like, but we'll be
hey,
praying for you, my
we will
friend.
try anything.
Yeah, yeah. It was interesting hearing his full story and everything. Sitting with his family, like
Right.
I didn't even know a lot of it, and I'm sure you've probably spoken with him and know the whole
Yeah.
deal, and it's just so enormously frustrating. And his poor mom, they lost his brother unexpectedly earlier this year, and just fuck, if I could wish for anything, it is to beat his ass heads up for the main event title, Sherry. But
I don't
I
know.
was
You
like,
may
if
go
you
to
were
hell
heads
for
up,
sure if you
if
take out Cody heads up. People will be so mad
if
at
you
you.
if you were heads up with Cody for the main event,
Oh,
listen, I'm telling you, I
oh.
know Cody,
First of all, I'd have
and
to work out a chop, and then we'll just pay for the
yeah,
bracelet.
Cody might be worth chopping
Yeah,
with,
he
like,
would probably be one of the
um,
very few I would even consider that with at the final table of the main
yeah.
event. But I think it would be, yeah, the karma from beating Cody and heads up. Yeah, no, I don't want that karma.
I'll take it.
No, not
Sherry.
me.
I was thinking about that the other day. If it was Cody and I heads up, I think I got to play for the win
I would
still,
play it for
Sherry.
the
Like, it's the
bracelet.
main
Look,
event.
I would play it for the bracelet straight up, but for I would definitely make a deal for the money before we go to that heads up battle.
Well, heads up, 6 or 7 million versus 10 million. That bracelet is worth at least
Yeah.
$4 million. Like, I mean,
What
come
if
on.
you just if it's a $12 million prize, between first and second combined, so you each take 6 million, and then you play for the bracelet. There's no shame in that game when it comes to it being Cody.
Well,
I'm not going
it's
to
going to
say
be
that
more
about
than
every
that.
person in the world that I would do that for, but Cody, yeah, I probably would do it for.
I think last year Weinman got something like 12
Yeah, he
million or
did.
something.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah, so there's probably 20 million or so. No, 18 million
Right.
or
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So 9 million each. I'll do it. Even chop, as long as I'm getting a good ICM deal there, Sherry. I'll do it.
Well,
Just
I'm
with
just with
Cody.
Cody. That's what
But
I'm saying. I wouldn't do that with everybody, but
here he-
for Cody, I would do it.
here's the thing. Here's the thing is, at the World Series, somebody could totally free roll you, but I think I would trust Cody.
Oh yeah,
I'm not going to trust anybody else, but
I
Cody,
would trust Cody.
I think it's, yeah. What's up, Fats?
Hey, Fats.
Right. First of all, it's more complicated than that because the final table of the World Series of Poker this year is going to be Brian, Cody, Karen Chess, Raj. Who else is still in there? It's going to be all Spaces people.
I'm going to tell you something. I would fly back out for that. I'm just going to tell you, if it were 4 or more spaces people on that final table, I would have to fly out, dude.
It's going to be 9 spaces people plus 1 non-spaces person, and that guy's going to get eliminated on the unofficial final table, and the final 9 are going to be all spaces people. And then we will have a space running the entire time to follow it.
Dude, I'm just going to tell you, I'm in. I'm in for that
I know who
rail.
Sherry would be rooting for. Sherry would be rooting to win $125K by me winning
Well, duh.
the main event. I mean, come on.
Of course.
And then you know what I should have done, Sherry? I should have done 1% each, and then or reserve 0.25% each in case that happened, to get another 1% to whoever does some kind of like maybe play another Jackbox game or something for 100K Jackbox game. That would have been pretty sweet.
Good God. That's crazy. Let me get Avi up here. The Jackbox game.
Avi's in.
Avi's in. Go, Avi, whenever you can hear me. Go ahead, Avi. Welcome.
Oh, hey y'all. Yeah, I just wanted to say you can't buy my love, but if anyone wants to rent it, I think like $100 a day.
$100 a day. That's right.
Oh, that's funny.
I watched some Vegas Vacation last night, Avi. The second greatest movie of all time.
Behind what?
Christmas Vacation, obviously.
Oh, I haven't seen any national
And
anthems.
then the third greatest movie all time was Vacation. So Christmas Vacation, Vegas Vacation, and the original.
You
That's
left
my
Elf
order.
off the movie, off the list.
Elf is a pretty damn solid, movie. Yeah, probably gets in
tell
there.
Sherry that.
Elf is, oh my gosh, Sherry.
I don't like Will
This
Ferrell.
is embarrassing for
I don't
you.
like Will Ferrell.
This is
You don't have to like
so
Will Ferrell to like
embarrassing
this
for you.
movie.
I don't like Will Ferrell.
It is the greatest
The greatest feel-good Christmas movie of all time.
Well, White Christmas is my favorite movie, so it'll be hard to replace that one.
Well, I'd put it up against any Christmas movie.
even Die Hard.
Die Hard.
That's funny. You guys, I picked up some Rainier cherries yesterday. They are delicious. I highly recommend.
Oh my God, yeah.
Listen, we were getting them right off the tree when I was in Spokane. Oh, Lordy.
4th of July. There's nothing like, our house caught on fire one year in June, and we were like, well, the insurance is going to pay for a place. They might as we might as well go to some cool places. So we ended up at the beach in a beach house. And obviously the insurance wasn't covering the beach house, but they covered a chunk of it for 4th of July. And that's one of the things I remember is we had like these Rainier or what do you call them?
Rainier.
Yeah, the cherries. And it was right around the 4th of July. And it was totally awesome.
So good. And we have peaches right now, which are amazing. So the other day I had watermelon. Yeah, I'm on a fruit kick because I only really buy fresh fruits in the summer just because they're so good and limited in the winter. But anyway, hey, Karen Chess, and congrats on making it to day 2.
Good morning. Thank you.
Let's go, Karen.
Yeah, and you too, Brian. You've got, I think, a much bigger bag than I do. But I'm happy.
Any bag is a good bag.
I see that now that I had a little bit of rest. I was disappointed in my bag size last night, but it's a bag. It's not really bad.
I mean, how much do you have?
I have 43,800, and I think I come back to 55 bigs. I'm pretty sure if the big blinds are at 800, but
Yeah, 55
That's
bigs.
a
about
lot.
it
So
is. It's just
that
I was
is,
tired last night and I have a cold, so I was feeling a little negative. And also, you know how when you have a bigger stack and then you lose part of your stack and then you have a smaller stack, you're always thinking about, man, I wish I had that other part of my
it,
stack.
it,
Right.
it is vital. It is vital that you put that away and assess only where you're at the given time and forget about what's happened, because there are so many times in this tournament, Karen, where I've seen somebody with 55, 60 blinds playing it like they've got 10 bigs and they're in a turbo, and it's like, why, like, did you dust that off? And the only reason they do that is because they get in their mind that they're short stacked. Especially, as I was saying, yes, the earlier, is like day two. Yeah, it sucks to not have a huge stack, but or I'll say 100 bigs or whatever. Um, but you really, that pressure starts where people are really hammering you. It, on day three, certainly as you get deep into day three, um, then it's really becomes, a kind of a thing where you're like constantly playing for your stack. People are just putting lots of pressure on you, and putting you in spots because they know that you can only have hands that you can continue with so often. And so, every table's different. I mean, so you never know, you may get to day three, be short, and be on a very passive table where everybody's just grinding and whatever. So just play the day as it comes, constantly assess where you're at that time in relation to big blinds, and and do your best. And it's a very long tournament. What did they say? Weinman or somebody ended day one with like 17K when they won, so
Your dad, is that how you say his name? Espen?
your
Yeah, he was
stead
the one. Well,
Espen,
I
yeah.
appreciate all that. And it's
Yeah.
funny because, like, at my table last night, bef- we or yesterday, like when we started, we had a great table because there were a couple people that I just found really easy to take their chips. And so I had built up a stack to like 70 something K. Then they moved a guy, or maybe he late regged, came to our table, and he was just very difficult for me to play against with my experience level. He varied his bet sizing. He sometimes had it. He played 10-9 offsuit from under the gun. I mean, just I never knew what the guy had, and I did lose some of my chips to him, and then I tightened up against him. So it did change the dynamic, but at the end of the day, I did bag, so that's good.
Exactly. You got this. Go ahead, Abby.
Yeah.
Sorry, the moment has passed for the joke, but it's not the size of your stack; it's how you use it. So I'm told.
I
Not me.
can't.
Not me. Sorry, not me. What are you saying?
I can't turn my mic off for some reason because I was done talking. Oh, now it works.
Karen, do you want
It's
to
working
hang
now.
out? By the way, I think I was gonna head over there soon.
Yeah. Um, I haven't showered or anything. What are you up to today?
I was gonna go get a massage at Aria again. I'm still feeling like a lot of tension, just like still need that. So massage and sauna and spa stuff at Aria.
That's right. You told me
And
about that. Well, text me when you get here, and I'll come up. I'll come meet you.
okay, and I'm kind of ready to go, but since you still need to do stuff, I'll just kind of hang out for a bit. But I'll probably be there in like an hour.
Yeah, that's good. I'll shower in a minute.
You just
That
cost
sounds
Avi
good.
like $500 in machines waiting for you.
Buffalo, dude, come on. I've been slaying the buffaloes. All right, Fats.
Buffalo. How awesome. My wife last year, how awesome. She knew I didn't have we didn't have money for me to play. I played the tag team event and that was it. And we're out here around the main event. and I don't know what it was, whatever the progressive was on the buffaloes. She needed like 15 buffaloes or something. She's at like 12 or something, and she's like 15 was like 10K, and she's like, if I get 15, you're playing the main event, you know.
Aw.
I was like, that is so awesome. That's like the first thing that pops in your mind, like that's one thing. If you're out here playing and you have a spouse back home or whatever, like, make sure you show them some love, and that they you know them not giving you shit about playing poker, um, and hopefully you're playing responsibly,
Of
that
course.
your bills are paid and you're not worrying where you're gonna live next month.
And don't forget to
um,
support whatever they like to do.
yeah, exactly, so that is very true. So
All
yep,
right, you guys, I
yep.
think we're going to end it so we can all enjoy our Sunday afternoon. If
All
you
right, have a great rest of the day, everybody.
Thanks, Brian. Same to you, and good luck, Karen. And who else is in here playing?
Thank you.
Anyone
See you
else?
guys.
Kush, Avi playing the Buffalo or whatever. Appreciate y'all listening today.
And anybody we
And
missed.
anyone we miss, it's not on purpose for sure. Love you, old McDonald. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks,
All right,
Brian.
bye-bye. Thanks.